Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They flaunt that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, gotta stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, oh well. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the throne. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah. It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play games. Yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play games. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play games. Yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play games. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth, agenda abusing them. Nigga, we losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them, that's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it that. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play games. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play games. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play gang. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play gang.
He's heating up! He's on fire!
She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay private, but I got them groupies. Owe me in private, but don't get all choosy. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top of the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Tryna stay humble, but I get real moody. Try not to stumble, but she a real cutie. Bust out the bubble and in with the new me. FTLOG on the top of the blue jeans. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies.
You don't want to miss it. I know you don't want to miss it. What's going on, Beaches? Welcome to the Daily Swole Podcast 3631. I'm your host, Papa Swole. It's Tuesday, April the 14. We're halfway through April. It's spring, but you know what's right around the corner, summer. So check us out, summerswole.com. Join the fam today. We got major Summer Swole specials. Get access to everything the Swole fam has to offer. The all-new Swolenormous app, the website, the fam, everything. Summer Swole. It just rolls off the tongue. Summer Swole. Summer Swole. It's today's Swole card also. Summer Swole. Sounds good. You know, it's even better joining the Swole fam. So check us out. Jump on those Summer Swole specials. Get all your programming, your elimination diet, nutrition, jumpstart, master classes, yoga, meditation, so much more. Let's fucking go, Beaches. Summer Swole is upon us. We'll see you over there. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
My name's Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Busters, Hustles, and Yo-Hos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode, and today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you as power is sponsored by Everest and K2, flexing on all you Beaches. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the show. All right, we are fresh off some new releases. It's Tuesday, which means yesterday we had new drops. We got new merch. We have the GTTFG design, and that is the definition. It even helps you. Look at this. It even helps you understand how to pronounce GTTFG. If you're absolutely, I guess absolutely retarded.
What are you, retarded?
If you're retarded and you can't read and you can't just say GTTFG, it's used to strongly urge someone to go to the fucking gym. For example, used in a sentence, if you can't see your junk, you need to GTTFG. Awesome. Check it out. papaswolio.com. And fam, right away, fam, we got fucking magnets. Beaches, we got magnets. I'm so excited.
Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
Fuck yeah, dude. Look at these magnets. Look at the cutout magnets. These are fire. Get them for your fridge. Get them for anything you want to magnetize. Gym equipment. Put it on your car. We also have straight up car magnets. So can you imagine someone pulling up behind you at a red light or something and it says Ve al puto gimnasio or it says Ozempic and gym? That might be a bestseller. But anyway, new magnets. Lots of magnets. Go check out all our magnets over there at papaswolio.com. Lots of awesome shit. Speaking of which, we got Ole leaving a 5-star review on the Circle of Lift premium tank top. Good quality, proper cotton. I like that. Proper cotton. We sent that to the UK, didn't we? Comfortable and great motive. I'm assuming great motivation. Anyway, Circle of Lift premium tank. Love it. Thanks for the review. Ollie? Is that Ollie? Even though there's no IE, Ollie? Ole? Ol? There's no accent. Ol? Uli? Anyway, appreciate you. Thanks for the review and enjoy the merch. We got some Swole fan posts. Let's get into it. Just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, this is great from Christian. Christian ran and did very well. First place this morning in my age group, ran each mile under 10-minute pace, ran the 5K in 30:44. Whoop, whoop. Can't wait for the next run. Oh, yeah. Let's get some America. She deserves America on that one. I do declare. Excellent. Good for you. Each mile under 10 minutes, 5K, solid. Solid work. Easy work, right, Christian? Easy work. We know it's easy work. Easy work. We got this from Craig. Steak for dinner again. Always end up overcooking mine while I make sure everyone else gets their food. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. That doesn't look that overcooked, though. That's medium. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it depends on the lighting. But you could have done worse. It could have been well done. That looks like just more medium. So maybe just put it on last or take it off and you'll figure it out. But Craig, you're providing. You're providing steak for everyone else. So, you do the best that you can. I'd eat the fuck out of that too. James slept in on Saturday for a solid 8. Feel great breakfast of 2 scrambled eggs and smoked salmon on sourdough toast. Look at you guys with the salmon and the eggs. Fancy. Bummed I was out of avocado. # rate my meal. There you go, man.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
No complaints there, man.
Get in my belly!
I don't really know about the whole salmon and eggs on toast thing. Honestly, like the taste, I'm okay with it. I don't think I wouldn't make that myself. I don't really know the application. I wouldn't have salmon. I guess maybe had leftover salmon. It would only be the next morning. Hey, we have a little leftover salmon if we had it the night before. But yeah, this has never crossed my mind, I'll be honest, but I approve. I've never eaten this combo before. I don't believe I've ever had salmon for breakfast. Unless you're having, the bagels and lox thing. So I guess kind of, but like salmon, like straight up legit. That looks like you just cooked salmon. So maybe it was leftovers and stuff, but no qualms. I'm all good with that. All right, fam, rate my meal. Let's do it. Let's get some DJ. Let's see what we got. What do you think? What do you guys think is the first post? I haven't seen it. What do you guys think? We should do a bet. Because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm not going to bet just because you could be like, well, Papa Soul, you saw. What's the over under? What do we got? What do you think? Cottage cheese? Yogurt? Steak? What do you think is the first one? What do you think we got? What do you think? What's in the box? Here we go. Drum roll and... Yeah, it's a fucking hot pile of garbage. It's a rough start. We should just do like win. You know what we do? We do win or sin. Win or sin. Yeah. Big bomb. KFC. Groosh.
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
Okay, Mario. Mario's got some steak and eggs. Mario, mamma mia. Ah, Mario.
Give me all the bacon and eggs.
Mario coming with a big W. Woohoo, okay. Mario's gonna eat some eggs and a steak. It's me, Mario. Good for you. Matt Solway, what is on your food?
What the fuck is that?
Looks like maybe you have a baby. Do you have a baby and accidentally you were holding your baby over the plate and the baby just shit all over it? So we got steak. Is that an egg? Some sort of egg? There's fries, and then there's just whatever the fuck that sauce is. All right, I'll take the steak and the egg, I guess. I don't know what that is, though, dude. Gravy? Why? What are you doing? What is that? I'm just going to tell you right up. If you need fucking sauce on your steak, it's because you don't know how to cook a fucking steak, or the quality of your steak sucks. If you know how to if you know how to make a steak, you're not putting shit all over it. You don't need A1. A1 sauce is for cheap steak or badly cooked steak, or like, you know, A1 steak sauce is for shoe leather. You know, shit like that's for shoe leather. Yeah, let's get you. But, you know, I mean, who knows? I don't know what that is. I'm just trolling, but I don't know what the fuck that is. All I know is that you don't need to put poop sauce on your steak if it's... All right. It's fun to make fun of this because, you know, it's just a picture and we're like, what the fuck is that? But what is that? Look like gravy, but like, I don't know why. All right, Rob Jackson. We got rice with butter, steak, that's a ribeye, and whatever that is. Is it sourdough bread? We'll pretend it's sourdough. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll pretend. Nice. Because it could be. It could be. But we're going to pretend like it. I'll like it a lot. All right. Stacy Rang. If you were Chinese, your name would be Stacy Rang. My 14-year-old made us this dinner. Oh, well, isn't that... your 14-year-old needs to learn how to cook. Now, I'm just going to say it. You're eating chicken nuggets and whatever that pasta is. So teach your 14-year-old how to make a steak. No one should be eating those nuggets. What is that? That's nice. Oh, my 14-year-old. What are we eating here? What are you eating? Come on. Come on. Let's go. That's... When you said your 14-year-old, did you mean your 4-year-old? I'm just saying, do you mean your 4-year-old? Like the one that's in the picture? That looks like a 4-year-old made it. Just saying. Let's make some good food. I'm glad that you're teaching your child, I don't know how old. Maybe it was a typo. All right. But let's get some better. Let's eat some real food. You don't want those chicken nuggets, I promise you. You don't want that chicken. You don't want that chicken. Yeah, cook a steak. And let's go back to that for a second. Cooking a steak is so easy. It's a skill. And of course, you have to learn your stove and get the right pans. And you learn, you get better. Sometimes you butcher it. Sometimes you get better. You get better. But steak is the easiest thing to cook. Easiest thing to cook. The number one thing you have to understand is how to cook different cuts and how to, you know, the thickness of it and what temperature to use. And just, it's not complicated though. It's just put on the pan. You can do grill and stuff. It's just more, could be potentially more preparation. And I just don't like the char taste. People are just eating fucking just barbecue pellets. You know, people just like to eat charcoal sometimes. But anyway, the steak is delicious. It's easy to cook. It doesn't matter how you cook it. You can cook it 1,000 different ways. It's really easy to cook. So, all right, Steve Manfredi. And we'll get into some questions. So start using hashtag AskPapaSoy for some questions. We'll get to them in a couple moments. Hit the like button, subscribe, live on Rumble and YouTube. Thanks for being here. 1/2 pound of 93.7 grass-fed ground beef with 1/2 cup of organic tomato sauce, 1/2 pack of palmini noodles, organic Parmesan cheese, organic super greens with raw sauerkraut, and organic red wine vinegar. All right, so ground beef, cool. I personally Don't care for the rest of it. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't need the super greens. Sauerkraut, great. Super greens is nonsense. I don't think any greens are super, to be honest. But nice home cooked meal. I would just be mindful of all the stuff aside from the meat and the sauerkraut, all the other shit, right? When you look at this, where are you going to have the problems? I guess you could have potentially the problems with sauerkraut, but fermented foods, kefir, sauerkraut, yogurt, I mean, good cultures and things like that. Probiotic, great. Beef, great. But then, I mean, tomato sauce, organic tomato sauce, depends on what's in them. A lot of people have issues with tomato sauce and nightshades and things like that. The noodles, I don't know what palmini noodles are. Is that the shape? I don't care about the shape. I care about the ingredients and the enriched wheat flour and the wheat germ agglutinin and all the issues with, pasta and stuff in the United States. You got to import it. And it's still questionable for a lot of people. So yeah. And sauerkraut, obviously, spelling error. But all right, Steve. Home cooked meal. Be wise. Keep an eye on those variables. So fam, let's get into some questions. Now, like I mentioned before, we do have new stuff, and we cleaned up the website a little bit. Actually, you guys dropped your questions. Let's look at this guy. Let's check out a little bit of the updates. Of course, a lot of you use you go on mobile on your phone. But at the top, we got new releases, Swole Tunes, hair and body care, men's, women's, and we condensed it a little bit because we have a lot of things with accessories. And we have mugs, hats, stickers, tapestries. We just cleaned it up because we had all those listed individually. So decided to put it under one pull down menu. So if you're looking at it or looking for it at the top, it's all under accessories, really easy to find. And it's a nice pull down. That way we don't have like a million things at the top, cleans up the menu. So we have mugs, hats, stickers, tapestries, and we got tapestries.
This
Look
is
at
a castle.
who's got tapestries?
There are tapestries.
We do.
We
do.
Tapestries.
We have tapestries. And yeah, not shockingly, I said, let's see. And the magnets should be there. So I don't know why the fuck they're not there, but they will be. So we have all that listed. So we got tapestries, we got magnets.
Yeah, bitch!
Hit that again.
Magnets! Oh!
New merch releases. So we got magnets. All right. So anyway, check it all out. popswole.com. All right. Questions. Let's see. We'll take one from Sterling and then we'll move on to some of the other ones. Let's see here. I'll put this at the top. Is that maybe better at the top? Put it down here. Papa Swolio, since switching from Smith machine to barbell when I'm doing RDLs, I'm feeling my spinal erectors more than my hamstrings. Suspect that's likely a form issue, or is that supposed to be expected? Yeah, you're going to work everything in your back. It's not like your back isn't there. It's spinal erectors, it's hamstrings, and it's glutes. It's more hamstrings when your legs are straight, so it's going to be less glutes, it's going to be more hamstrings. RDLs are better for glutes. So yeah, you're going to feel, it's probably your form, it's probably the load, it's probably just those muscles weren't really getting targeted. Because remember, with the Smith, you can angle yourself differently. Different Smiths are, it depends on the range and what you're using. So maybe you weren't going as far down, maybe you were in X, Y, and Z stabilizer muscles and multifidi and things like that. The multifidus muscles are like individual muscles that attach the vertebrae to one another. So you have a lot of tiny muscles, not just spinal erectors. You have a lot of little stabilizers that are going to get hit a little bit differently. So it's totally fine. You know, if you want to work your spinal erectors, you should be doing some sort of a hinge, RDL, stiff leg deadlift, SLDL, or 45-degree hyper. So you're going to get the spinal erectors. But you're feeling it more than your hamstrings. Like, don't worry, you're still working them. It could be a form issue too. I can't tell you if it's a form issue without seeing it. But it's normal to, you don't want to only feel it there. But don't forget, muscles have to get strong enough to handle that movement. But this is a reason why for certain movements like that, for hamstrings, a lot of times people would, or this is a reason why for me, I've done stiff leg deadlifts before, many times, the RDLs, and I've done them on the Smith machine. For my Smith machine, The only thing I don't like about my Smith machine, I love it. It's an old school Body Masters one. I don't like how it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. So, in the past I had opportunity, I like the reason why I got the Body Masters one is because it's built like a tank. Body Masters equipment will last forever. And it's a very small footprint. So a lot of Smith machines are very, very big. And I really like it. But it just doesn't go all the way down. So I have to put up a couple cinder blocks and then I'm loading up it's just a lot of a setup. And I usually don't do the stiff leg deadlifts because it's easier for me to use my hyper loader on my 45. I'll have to do a video. I think I probably have some clips that I've filmed. I don't know if you posted them yet, but you could use dumbbells or a barbell. But I like using the 45-degree hyper because it works your glutes and hamstrings without as much pressure on the back. Because when you're doing a stiff leg deadlift, it just can put a lot of force on the lower back. I mean, if you have movement impairments or you don't load or scale it properly, it can lead to an injury. And a lot of times people get hurt doing things. You see this, people get injured, doing behind the neck press or doing stiff leg deadlifts. They get hurt during a squat. Does that mean squats are bad? Does that mean that stiff leg deadlifts are bad? Does that mean behind the neck presses are bad? No, it just matters what your range of motion is, what your ability to execute the exercise is. If you don't have good form, if you have muscle imbalances, if you go too heavy too soon and you don't scale properly and this, that, and the other, yeah, you're going to have an issue. How many people get hurt with squats? A lot. How many people don't get hurt with squats? A lot. There's always a risk. But just because someone gets hurt or preacher curl, you see people like, well, I don't do preacher curls because, I'm going to pop my bicep or you're going to tear. I've seen videos of people tearing something. I've seen people collapsing under squats and blowing their knees out. And I'll still do squats. I just don't do stupid shit. So preacher curls are great if you scale it properly, if you build the tendons up. And a lot of times people scale the weight faster than the tendons adapt and the ligaments adapt. So this is why I'm always saying, double progression or doing something where you have like 6 or 8 reps, sticking with that weight until you get 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a much better way to allow the tendons and the connective tissue to adapt. Sticking with the weight and then really owning the weight, owning that weight as you scale it and as you increase the reps and then bumping the weight up a little bit and bringing the reps back down and then going that way. All right. If you want to follow up on that. But it could be a sign too. And this is something where, hey, you might just like doing. Just because you see someone doing barbell stiff leg deadlifts doesn't mean you have to do them, right? There's no reason why you have to do a squat. There's no reason why you have to do a stiff leg deadlift barbell. There's no rules. So if you feel something better and you like it better, and you're like, yeah, I don't really like it that much, either scale it back and keep an eye on it, or opt for the exercise that targets what you want. So for example, if you are doing that exercise, you're going to hit your spinal erectors. But if you want to target your hamstrings more, do a seated leg curl or do 45-degree hypers. For me, it doesn't work my lower back as much as it does, but you don't have the same kind of, because with a 45-degree hyper, let's see, if you're like this, right? And you're bending down, look at this angle, right? So if the 45-degree hyper, right? And you're coming down, you're doing like this, right? If this is your hips and my wrist, great example, right? And you're going up and down like this, right? The tension here, let's say it's 90 degrees, but the force going straight down, it's not as much compressive as if you're standing straight up and you're going like this. And there's less tension at the top. So you get a lot more with your hamstrings on a stiff leg deadlift, a lot more, but then you get a lot less with the glutes and a lot less with the hamstrings as you come up. So you also don't have to come up all the way. This is why I like the 45-degree hyper, because when I come up, I still have tension, right? Because of the angle, I still have tension with the 45-degree, even at full extension. So it's going to get more glutes at the top there too. That's why I like the hyper better. And it's easier for me to set up. So I got a hyper loader from Gympin, no affiliation, no this, but, because you hold dumbbells or you hold plates and like it's a flat, it has handles and it has a pin and I could load 45s on top and allows me to get a full range of motion. And the problem is when you get really strong, you have to use a big barbell or a kettlebell or big dumbbells and you touch the ground too soon. So it's a really cool, you could hold plates on the bottom, but it's harder. So they develop something where you can essentially have handles and stack plates vertically. So anyway, and this is where it comes down to, I think yesterday we've talked about this too. You have to figure out what exercise worked best for you. And you might, for whatever reason, you might like, hey, I like this machine. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than I really like this machine. I feel it where I want to feel it. This machine over here, it kind of bothers me. You could spend a lot of time fixing your shoulder or fixing this and working on this so it feels better on that machine. Or you can still do the rehab or prehab or corrective exercise so you don't have an injury there, because that might be a sign that, hey, you have to open up your shoulder or your hip or whatever. But you could still, in the meantime, do things that don't bother you. So it doesn't mean just go through, hey, this one's really uncomfortable. This exercise is really uncomfortable. Sometimes you don't need to spend months figuring out how to do it. It could be a sign that you need to improve certain things, but in the meantime, do something else. Or it might not be something that you want to set up. You might not choose an exercise just because it's too complicated to set up. When I say complicated, if you're at a commercial gym and it's like, hey, I want to do barbell hip thrusts. Well, there's always people in the squat racks. You got to go get a bar. You got to find a bench and drag it over here. And then you have to get blocks. And it could just be a pain in the ass. You're like, I don't feel like spending 20 minutes gathering the materials and bringing plates all the way over. I'm just going to do Smith, Bulgarian split squats on a Smith machine. It's easier. I can just do this, put my foot back, boom. So sometimes ease, even with a home gym where I have all the time and all the equipment, setting up a barbell hip thrust is a pain in the fucking ass because I'll put like 4 or 5, 6 plates and it's like just to gather the plates and set it up. I'm kind of planning on, because I don't have a hip thrust machine, I was going to get one and just didn't come around to it, or a kickback machine. I do want to get a specific glute machine at some point, sell a couple pieces of equipment and swap it out for something when it is more convenient. But I was thinking about having, because I have some bars, I might just take one of my bars that I don't care about, and I have a bunch of plates that are like rusty, or go buy some like old 45s and shit and just leave it on a bar kind of outside and leave like 3 or 4 plates on the bar all the time. That way I just kind of have it set up. That was like my other thought. It's just like leave a bar just ready for hip thrusts all the time. Because I did that in our indoor gym, and it was just like 5 plates on each side. And it's just like, I didn't want to unload it. So once I set up the bar, I left it there for like a couple weeks and it just becomes a pain in the ass. So it's a lot easier. Hey, instead of doing the hip thrust, let me find a different machine. Let me do like some step backs on a Smith machine, or I'll use my leg press and do single leg press. It's like, sometimes it's just easier and simpler rather than doing a massive setup. Just some different thoughts. Danny, I just ordered the new GTTFG definition shirt. Yo, based. You're going to love it. You're going to like it.
The little rascal has spirit.
Good stuff. Good choice. Good selection. All right. Ask Papa Swole. Let's get into a couple questions. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Cerny says I need to get different plates. Those car-size plates suck to try and load on my Smith bar. Yeah, you have the rubber ones. So I have rubber plates and I have metal plates. That's the problem. And then even with the metal plates, sometimes the horns aren't long enough. So Gym Pin sells extenders, but then they also make those competition plates that are very thin and they're calibrated for like professional powerlifting. But those are expensive as shit. They're so expensive. And people tend to use those when they get so strong, they need to put like 10 plates, where if you had like regular metal plates, you would have spots for 3 or 5, and they're putting like 8 plates. So they need competition thin plates. It's like, anyway, Mike Beasley, is there an app or workout program you recommend for daily workouts? It still blows my mind that people don't know, like, which is a problem. I need to make it more obvious that we do all this here. People just think I yell on the internet and like, oh, I just yell this. Or we got merch, we got this, we got master classes, we have an app, we have everything. It's hard to promote all of it all the time. So appreciate you asking though. Is there an app or workout program you recommend for daily workouts? I'm a mom of 3 boys. I had my 3rd 5 months ago and I'm trying to get back in shape. I do Beachbody, but I didn't know if there was something better. Well, it's not about better necessarily. I mean, I guess it is, but it depends on if you're asking, right? You're saying, I didn't know if there's something better. It depends on your effort. It depends on what you're willing to do and what you have access to. So of course, I'm going to say, join the Swole fam, swolenormousx.com, because you're going to get the community that you don't get with Beachbody. I used to work with Beachbody and P90X and stuff like that. And I'm sure they probably have an app. I know it's on demand. It's like Body now, right? BODI or some shit, they rebrand. So, I don't know what they're doing now, to be honest. I don't know what the hell they're doing now. What I do know is the 7 pillars get results. So I don't know about what they do, but I know about what we do. And that's why we don't do sponsors and stuff like this in the show. We promote the app. We promote Swole Enormous X and the Swole Fam. We follow the 7 pillars. So we focus on these foundational principles that everyone's going to benefit from. And essentially, you plant your seeds, you build your fitness tree, and you grow and you develop and you adjust over time. And we have all the programs, yoga, meditation, everything that helps you execute those 7 pillars. So it's not just take these supplements. Of course, they want you to buy their supplements and all their products. So it's a whole network, and that's fine. So if you're doing that and you're getting results, hey, I'm not going to tell you to stop. If you're getting results, why would you change, right? If you're getting results, what you're doing, why would you change what you're doing? But you're asking this question, which leads me to think that you're not happy with what you signed up for, or you signed up and you see just so much information, you're kind of confused, because it's really important that you get your nutrition in order. You're a mom of 3 boys, which means you're very active. You had your 3rd 5 months ago. Holy shit. So you are all over the place. And lifting, walking, eating properly, there's a lot. There's a lot there. And I can't speak for other people's programs and apps. I can't. You know, what I will say probably from Beachbody is like, yeah, you're going to, ooh, am I focused? Ooh, I'm out of focus. There we go. With what they're doing, I'm sure like the video quality is great. I'm sure the app is, I don't know what their app is like and what they're doing, like I said, but you know, it could be fast. It could be really sharp and 4K and this and the other. If you're missing any of these pillars, you're going to have problems, short-term and long-term. It's very important that you're understanding. And you just don't know until you apply. You don't understand what the Nutrition Jumpstart will do for your life until you apply. It's not just eat this, eat that, do this, do that. You really need to help. You need to develop and customize. It's not just turn on the TV, do this workout, cool. Take this supplement. It's everything. It's understanding the world around you. It's understanding what your boys are exposing themselves to. It's everything from blue light to touching grass to meditation to getting quality sleep and everything. So I encourage you to check us out. Go to summerswole.com. And Mike, you know, I really would love to see you inside, and congratulations on your 3rd child. Good for you. Good for you. And I think Elizabeth says, one of the things she says, I hear people are breaking out their old Tybo VHS tapes for home workouts. Because a lot of people are tired of the technology. They're tired of like the new stuff, and everything has an app. And it's sure, like we have a website. You can use the app if you want to. You can use the website if you want to. We have options. You can use the mobile site, you know, on your phone. It's mobile optimized. The app is just a little bit more streamlined and more features. But the community is what sets apart the Swole Fam for everyone else, because we're all around the world and people are always in the Telegram chats, always in the community. And we're here every day for the podcast and the weekend Swolosophy, and we do roundtables. We're going to have something. I don't have a time. We're going to have something this week we have a lot of cool features that really will help you fill in those gaps. And a lot of people come to the Swole Fam after doing Beachbody, after doing whatever else they're doing. So it's kind of like, do that and we'll see you later, or start now and save yourself the time of joining later. But it's much more personal than, you know, a scaled brand or something like Beachbody. It's going to be less, you're not going to get the one-on-one attention. You're not going to get the same type of community that most people need, especially if you're busy and you're running around and you want something a little bit more tailored to you. So we help guide you. You have questions, we're there. You're looking for something that works your shoulders, this, that, boom, we got something for you. We can point you to a Swole Guard, point you to to an Express yoga class or mobility or a master class. And the cool thing about where you're at, Micah, is with your boys, we have a lot of people with many kids and all different ages and experiences, and people working out 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Really, you know, we got everyone, all sorts of different layers of the hustle and different experiences. Lots of weight loss, put on a lot of muscle, lost a lot of fat, did both, accidents, issues, injuries, limitations. It's really a wealth of knowledge, and it's really like the human experience. We have a lot of people that can be there for you as you go through something that they've experienced before. A lot of moms in the Swole Fam. But you can't be retarded. Swole sluts are not retarded, right? That's one thing.
Because of the implication.
The swole sluts are on point. So just if you feel like, I feel like I have some swole slut DNA in there. You know, Swole fam's for you. If women that don't take shit from anybody and like to talk shit and are not sensitive like that, this is for you. If you navigate your life based on your feelings, probably not for you. A lot of swole sluts, a lot of serious swole sluts in the Swole fam. Anyway, good question. And like I always say, there's lots of apps out there. It's not like the Swole fam is the only place to go. So I appreciate everyone that's here, and I just got to get the word out more. Got to get the word out more. Share it with your friends. Download the Swolenormous app. Check it out. Join the fam. It's the greatest. Let it talk. Let it speak for itself. Join us. Christian Moreno, Papa Swolio, does fat intake matter does fat intake matter less as long as your daily calorie and protein intakes are met? How much fat is too much fat? I guess you'll find out if you're having digestive issues. Does it matter less as long as your calorie and protein intakes are met? I mean, your chicken or the egg. So yeah, you want to get your protein in. You also don't want to over focus on it and get too much, because you don't need more than like 0.8 to a gram per pound of body weight. And that's probably maybe too much in some cases. You don't need tons of excessive protein. Most people should probably focus on carbs more. Don't forget, you're getting twice the amount of calories, more than twice the amount of calories for fat than you are protein or carbs. So if you're going based on amount, you don't need as much physically. You don't need a ton of like literal fat. So how much fat is too much fat in terms of what? You need fat. You need fat for a proper endocrine function. You need fat for vitamin and, mineral storage. Like, you need fat. The question is, how much fat are you consuming? So how much fat is too much fat? That depends on the person. So you need context with all that. You can't just be like, how much fat is too much? 7. 7 is too much, but 5 is good. 5 fats is good. 7, way too much fat. Way too much fat. You'll know, like if you go and you start eating tons of fat, you'll be on the toilet. That's usually the sign of like upping your fat too much. You guys know that. Anyone ever try to go keto and like, hey, let me just do tons of fat? Yep, right out. You're pissing out your butt. Katie, go-to or my go-to soup? What is with people with, this is so weird. It's so weird. Your go-to super high protein foods and meals. Oh my God. Steak, eggs, dairy, whey protein, fish. Just list things with, I don't know. Like you have like 4 ounces of steak, have 8 ounces. Eat more of it. I don't understand. Like, what are your go-to high protein food? Steak, meat, chicken, like meat, eggs, like protein. I can't answer these things with like patience anymore. Sometimes it's like, what are your go-to? Everyone is just, protein. Why? I can't believe we're doing this again. Anything with protein is automatically good. Look at this high protein dirt I found outside. I'm going to put high protein dirt in my garden because I can garden and eat at the same time. Jolene, let's see. How do you keep food interesting when you're not a big eater? Forget to eat meals due to being busy. I'm used to fasting for 12 hours. Struggle with a lack of variety. So it's irrelevant. You don't need variety. There's this idea that you need to be constantly stimulated, and that's not true. I spend way too much on DoorDash during my work week. Oh, there's a lot here. All right. There's a lot more. Let's pound. I spend way too much on DoorDash during my work week. I order things that are easy and often small in portions. I work out regularly, ride my bike to work. Losing weight isn't an issue, but finding something I can make for daily lunches is. I get bored with the same food often. Well, stop thinking that you're supposed to be entertained. I'm bored with my food. I don't have any sympathy for this kind of, I'm bored. Eat real food. You spend on DoorDash. Nah, you're just a food addict. You think you're bored. You're just addicted. All right. Let's see. I'm very picky about the sensory shit, the taste and the texture. Fuck, man. All right. I'll continue. I'm not shitting on Jolene, but this is like a big wine fest. I'm very picky about the aftertaste of the vast majority of protein shakes. Well, that's because most of them are shit. I won't stick with them if they taste like chalk. I don't disagree. Most ultra processed, it's garbage, so most of them shouldn't be eaten. I usually eat 2 small meals in the morning. It's usually a little snack bag of cereal. And lunch is whatever sounds good that day on DoorDash. Oh, you eat garbage. You eat trash. Holy crap, you eat fucking shit. You're starving yourself. A snack bag of cereal and lunch is whatever's on DoorDash. I'm going to vomit. My go-tos are acai bowls, just a sugar bomb, salads, garbage, and the occasional Thai food, but I get bored with that as well. I can satisfy my hunger with a glass of chocolate milk easily because your body finally gets some protein and fucking fat. You're getting protein, fat, and sugar. That's why you like chocolate milk. It's protein, fat, and sugar. And I do that whenever I'm not really interested in eating actual food. Well, that's food too. I mean, is this just me now? The military definitely taught me to live on less during deployments. I'd rather you eating MREs every day. But I've been out for about a decade now. I'm 5'1" in my 40s. I feel good. How? And I'm healthy according to my doctor. Doctors don't know. I'm sorry to break it to you. Doctors don't know. They don't know when you're fucking healthy. They just know when they can prescribe something. Hey, everything's kind of okay. You don't have anything. You're not complaining about anything in particular, and you're fine. Yeah. Anyway, so don't wait for your doctor. Don't depend on your doctors for your health. That's a massive mistake. Just saying. Or is there a way to increase? Is this just me, or is there a way to increase my interest in more types of food? You don't cook. You don't want help. Yeah, you want you're just fine. No, you're not fine. You're not fine. DoorDash, delete the app. That's garbage. It's a waste of money and you're eating slop. You're eating slop. Where's your nutrition? Your doctor should be ashamed. But the thing is, doctors don't know about nutrition. You're not saying this to your doctor. Your doctor's not discussing this with you, which is crazy. Yeah, you just sound lazy. You sound lazy and you make excuses. And that might be a tough pill to swallow, but you're better off swallowing pills than a lot of the shit that you're eating. So you forget to eat due to being busy. I don't understand. It sounds like your hormones are fucking whack too. Good thing that you ride your bike. Cool. I mean, you're not obese, which is like the only excuse I could see here is like, well, keep doing what you're doing. I'm not overweight. So it's like, that's not a problem. You're obsessing over the flavors. You get bored. This is just nonsense. You're not supposed to be entertained. You're not supposed to be entertained. So you're not eating enough food. You're not eating quality food. You need to make food in the morning. Make yourself some eggs and toast. Cook some steak the night before and bring it to work. Steak and potatoes, steak and rice. Oh, I get bored. It's not supposed to entertain you. Like, what are we talking about here? And again, when you learn how to cook, you are going to, and you actually cook, you're going to learn how to make subtle changes. You can make ground beef in 20 different ways, 50 different ways, 100 different ways, different seasonings, different, you can cook in a lot of different ways. You can make burger patties. You can crumble it up. You can put it on something. You can make meatballs. You can do a bunch of different things, different flavors, different things, different combinations. You're just lazy. So you're not interested with eating actual food. Like, I I don't know what we're even I don't even know what we're even discussing. Is this me? Increase your interest in more types of foods? I haven't seen anything in this breakdown of the food you're actually eating. What are you eating? You're not eating anything. I didn't get any descriptions of what you're eating. You're saying I just get bored with food and I order DoorDash and I eat cereal in the morning. It sounds like you're exceptionally lazy and you have a compulsive food addiction to garbage. It just sounds like you eat trash. So I can't, like, you're bored with what you're doing because you're eating the same shit. Acai bowls, like, you're not getting nutrition. Now, here's the rub here. It's like, oh, I feel good and I'm healthy. Do you really feel good, or you feel normal because you're used to feeling this way? I guarantee you start eating better, nutritious food, get some more, get some liver, get some more red meat and iron. I bet you're going to feel a lot better. You don't realize how underwater you are when you actually eat real food. It just seems lazy. It seems lazy. I need stimulation. I get bored. What are you talking about? I have the same breakfast and the same foods all the time. I've been eating the same shit in different varieties. It's not literally the same every day, but guess what? When I'm hungry, I go to the fridge or whatever, and here's the foods that I eat. Oh, I can have some fruit. Oh, I can have some yogurt. I'm hungry. Oh, we're gonna eat a little bit. I'll have some yogurt, or I'll have some dairy. I'll have some kefir. Oh, we had some steak yesterday. Oh, there's some leftovers. Let me chop it up and add a couple eggs and just eat it. It's like, yeah, I work and I'm here. I have access to the kitchen. But when I used to be out of the house all day, I would have a bunch of meat patties and beef patties and sweet potatoes or rice. And I would put them in a container and have like my cooler, and I would eat it when I had a break. Just bring the food. It's fuel. Stop thinking you have to be entertained. You don't. I don't know why people feel like they have to be entertained. The texture in this. You're in the military. You're eating MREs. You're complaining about the texture. You're eating like literally shoe rubber. This shit's gross. Come on now. Lazy. You're eating a little bag of cereal. Just poison yourself. All right. All right. Come on now. Step it up. Step it up. All right. Last one. Last one, unless we got other questions. Michael Neri. Papa Swole started TRT 2 weeks ago, 100 milligrams of testosterone cypionate once a week. That is fucking, I don't know much about this. I haven't done it. I'm open to it, but I do know that's like fucking, is that TRT? That sounds like nothing. Most TRT, I do know, like, I am aware that most doctors and things that a doctor will prescribe is worthless levels of TRT. You need to go to like a performance physician. You need to go to like a clinic. That sounds like nothing. 100 milligrams? Is that even a TRT dose? That sounds like a waste. What do you inject? Like, that doesn't sound like anything. Isn't it usually like 200? I guess it depends, but 100 sounds like nothing. All right, whatever. Anyone else doing TRT? Want to drop in the chat? Started TRT 2 weeks ago, 100 milligrams of test sip once a week. Chat GPT says, Chat GPT says once every 3.5 days reduces side effects like mood swings, acne, or estrogen spikes. I don't think you're going to get any of that from 100 milligrams. I'll be discussing this with my doctor. Okay. That sounds about right. But I'm interested in your opinion. My doctor's not very swole. Thanks. Okay. That's a problem too. I'd want to go to a doctor that looks like they're in shape. Look, most doctors don't know about, I don't know, like, what's their specialty? Most doctors don't know about TRT. They don't know about nutrition. They don't know about training. They don't know about lifestyle habits. None of them. This is why people go get blood work done. They send them to these clinics and places that literally do performance and optimize. You're going to probably your general practitioner and it's like, oh, okay, well, and this is what insurance covers, or the generic shit, or whatever the pharmaceutical rep brought in and like, hey, we're promoting this and it's 100 milligrams. It's not really going to do anything, but they're going to be on it all the time. And who the fuck knows, right? Everyone's getting rubbed. So do you want like the bare minimum, or do you want to be optimized? And I don't know, 100 milligrams. I don't know zero about, I have not from personal experience, but sounds like laughable a laughable amount. Anyway, wish you the best. But yeah, you should be discussing with your doctor. But I would recommend, if you're going to do it, I would recommend looking into like one of those, I don't know where you live, but one of those like performance anti-aging wellness clinics and places that, remember, if you go to one of these places, they want to put you on something or get you on a plan, but you want to make sure that you're optimizing your levels. And it just sounds like it's subpar, in my opinion. Anyone else, you could drop your thoughts in the comments. Danny, let's see. I take TRT. I take 3 injections a week, 200 milligrams a week. I'm 45. My test levels went from 430 to 1500. Go through TRT Kingdom. Is that like a medical, like do you send it in or whatever? Not a plug, no sponsorships, just reading the chat. So some other thoughts. Anyway, so Danny, you're taking double. All right. So, but of course it depends, right? It depends. Remember, TRT is testosterone replacement therapy. A lot of times people will say it's TRT and then they bump their testosterone up to like super physiological levels. So replacement is not the same as optimization or like maxing out, you know. Anyway, you're not a pro bodybuilder, so I know people are not taking excessive amounts in that sense. All right. Yeah, there's side effects and there's issues and there's risks and stuff. I just don't know if I want to. I see people that do it and I hear a lot of great things about mood and performance, and I train really hard and I feel good, and man, my physique's I feel good. I'm sure I could bump it up higher and stuff, but I don't really know if I want to do this forever. I don't know if I want to make some kind of change like that. I'm going to depend on doing that forever. I see so many people on TRT, even lower doses and stuff. And like, I don't know, they look banged up, skin changes. I see so many people that look like shit when they take it. Kids, I guess, are like 25, 26. They look like they're 45. Everyone looks banged up. Everyone looks fucking banged up. I'm just hesitant. I don't want to be dependent on it. Take that forever. Danny says it's online and they accept HSA. What was that? Health savings account for payment. All right. So I'm look, this is where things like telehealth and stuff can be very beneficial. Like if you get your blood work done and you send it in, like, and they analyze it and you have like a telehealth consult, it's like, that's kind of what you need. You just need to make sure that your levels, but understand when you're testing these things, it matters. You have to be mindful. You can't just be doing testosterone blood work right after you work out, or things where your hormones might be, you know, the blood work is like a snapshot of the moment. So you have to, I'm sure they have all the instructions and stuff, because you don't want to do it if you're doing blood work right after an intense training session or the next day, and it can be off. So I'm sure you had all sorts of like guidelines and stuff and how to do it and X, Y, and Z. Danny says, after a month and a half on being on TRT, I started to feel like I was 10 or 15 years younger. Well, that's great, man. Good for you. Good for you. So I'm considering it. And when I say considering it, like I'm open to it. It's just, you know, you don't want to lose all your gains and stuff and then take it and try to get it back. It's like, I'd like to maintain this as I get older. It's just, I don't know. That move, I feel like there's no going back, but I'm sure Danny doesn't want to go back. Like, you feel great. I mean, I'm glad for it. Quality of life. And a lot of times people take it. And a lot of times people that you wouldn't think are taking anabolics are taking it, and they just don't train well or have the genetics for it. And Danny says you have to get blood work done before they'll prescribe you anything in 90 days after starting. You have to get blood work done, and then every 6 months blood work. It's smart. It's smart. You want to make sure you catch things before they get out of whack or something like that. So good. Cerny, I wouldn't be in a rush unless I was having problems. It's a lifetime thing, right? Yeah. Once you do TRT, you're on that. You're on that forever. You know, sometimes people that are bodybuilders will take it and they cycle off, but it seems like nowadays people are always on something and like, oh, peptides, they're not anabolics, they're different. It's like people are injecting. I'm also concerned about what else is in these injections, right? You're sticking metal in your body, right? What's coming off from like the needles and stuff? What else is in the peptides? What stabilizers and what other, who knows what the fuck people put in these fucking things? I don't know. You never know. For all the good things you hear, there's always stories that don't make it out, or It's a personal choice, so I always leave it up to people. I just continuously say, because people ask me all the time, I just say I'm open to it. I just haven't made that leap yet. But if I ever do, I'll be like, hey, here's my blood work. I'm getting on TRT, and oh my God, Papa's not natural anymore. It's like, whatever. I just talk about it because that's just what's happening. It's nothing to hide or, you know what I was thinking about was weird? I saw someone's Instagram account. I don't know who it was. It's weird. Why do people put their age in their Instagram account? It's weird. You know, when people say like natty and we're like, hi, if you put natty in your account, that's like the fastest way of knowing that you're not, like literally. But people put their age. It's like 26 or 23 years old. It's like, okay, why do I care how old you are? Like, why would that be in your Instagram bio? Because, wow, you're in such great shape and you're so young too. That's kind of how it works. Everyone's in great shape when you're 18, 19, 20. You know, everyone's in great shape then. The world hasn't beaten you to shit and you haven't eaten like a fat fuck for 20 years yet. It's a weird thing. The same thing where it's like, whether you put your natty status or your age, or it's just weird things to have in a bio. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? Unless you're lying about your age. It's like, why would you put that there? Anyway, just something weird I thought. It seemed adjacent to the natty thing. It's a weird thing that people put in their bios as like unless they get questions all the time. They're like, I'll just answer it now. People always ask me how old I am. I'm just going to put it in my bio. All right, let's move on. Anyway, any other questions or thoughts?
That's deep.
Yeah, your boys shrink. If you take exogenous testosterone, your testes will shrink. But this is why people cycle, or they used to cycle. I don't know if that's recommended nowadays. But you go off it, your testosterone, your natural testosterone production comes back. Depends on how much you take and how long you take it. If you're taking anabolic steroids for a long time or testosterone, it might not come back at all. And then you're on TRT forever. You know. Pros and cons, like anything else, there's trade-offs. So what kind of trade-offs are you willing to make? Oh, God. Gross. All right, short one first. Here we go. Let's take some.
What's in the box?
These are my pronouns. We'll see. Sometimes we'll stop these halfway through, so we'll see what we got here.
To advocate for how difficult it is to use gender-neutral pronouns.
Ooh, good gracious.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
Oof. Rough one.
Nobody said that the gender binary was
What the fuck is going on with that? Whoa! The septum piercings are revolting. Holy shit.
What the fuck is that?
Hold on a second. What? You have a septum piercing in your mouth? No. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, what the fuck is that, actually? I'm like, literally, what the fuck is that? Is there a piercing between your teeth? And then you have a bull ring in your lip or something on the inside of your lip? So it looks like it's on your... How do you eat? Oh, can you imagine brushing your flossing and you catch that? Oh, what the fuck is this? Jesus Christ.
binary was easy. These are not my preferred pronouns. These are my pronouns.
No.
You will...
No. No.
Go fuck yourself.
No. No.
What are you, retarded?
No.
I don't work with the males because I used to be one.
Nope. No. We're getting to the point where I'm going to watch a little bit. Nope. I'm just going to punch out. We don't need 30 more seconds of that, right? We don't need 30 more seconds of that. Oh, Mr. Luther. Rufus. Mr. Mustard. Rufus. Hey. Why are you being nasty? Why are you being a nasty man? Everyone thinks, Elizabeth in the Telegram chat thinks you're being a nasty boy. What do you have to say to her? She thinks you're being nasty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She thinks you're a nasty man. I think so too. Nasty boy. You gonna be good? You gonna be a good boy? These are good poppers. You gonna growl? Arr. 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 Oh, Mr. Poppers. Mr. Poppers, let me smack your meats. Let me smack your meats. Very nice. And then we have Pinkston Churchill. Very cute. He's a good boy. He's a good Poppers. Maybe on the show, maybe we'll give everyone a little bit of a treatsies. If I give you a little treat, I have to give your sister a treat. Good girl. All right. Don't be a nasty boy. Don't be a nasty boy. All right, this one's worse. This one's called... Can't believe we're going to do this one. This one's called...
What's in the box?
This looks like a lesbian Drew Carey. This one's called Front Hole. Front Hole. Remember that, ladies? Front Hole.
Yesterday I was reminded how hearing one piece of trans-inclusive language in a medical setting immediately puts me way more at ease. I visited the sexual health services in my city yesterday to get some vaccinations.
I made the volume like 75% lower and it still sounds like it's blowing out.
Whilst I was there, they did some routine tests, and the clinician used the term front hole to refer to a certain part of anatomy, which
Whoa!
is also the term I personally use.
Your front hole? Yo, if anyone ever says front hole to you, run. Run. Your physician, a doctor said front hole? That's some sick shit. Your front hole? Oh, who the fuck uses that term? What a degrading term. Your back hole? Yeah, we're just gonna inspect your back hole first. Your front hole.
And not only did she use this term verbally, she also wrote it on the vial that particular sample went into.
This went into the front hole. Front hole. Front hole.
And the reason this put me more at ease is whenever I'm going into a medical setting, I have in the back of my
I have a feeling this didn't happen at all.
mind the knowledge that many trans people do not have the best experiences in those environments.
I don't think this happened.
Experiencing transphobia and a lack of understanding from medical professionals that can sometimes lead us to have to explain things about ourselves that can be a little bit uncomfortable, perhaps.
Are there any women here today?
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
All right, well, there's that. Really good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. We got one more. This one's probably the worst one of all.
What's
It
in the box?
is balls deep. It's called Believe Whammon. Believe Whammon. Believe all whammon.
Where after a few years of the Me Too movement, people have said things like believe all women, which is in theory not a bad idea.
That's the worst idea I've ever heard in my life. Believe all women. That's like the same thing as saying believe all men. Believe all retards. Just believe everyone. That's the stupidest. In theory, it's the most retarded fucking thing you could possibly say. Probably second most retarded thing. Believe all pedophiles. Believe all retards. Believe all women. Whatever they say, just believe them. No, if anything in the last several years has led you to believe, it's probably the opposite. And that goes for most people and most things.
Believe people who are victims of oppression and like rape and sexual abuse. But
see? Yeah, you see that? Very slick. Very slick. Listen to the language play. We have no subtitles, so listen to that language play. People that are victims of oppression. And then it's always the saddling up to. It's always like victims of oppression, like sexual abuse. And they attach like this lunacy, my feelings and victimhood onto like actual issues, like actual trauma. Like people that got raped. It's like, no. You and your fake ass oppression and your marginalized voices have nothing to do with women that are raped. You're talking about actual assault victims and you're grifting. It's like the body positive movement, burn victims and people with our amputees and stuff. And it's like, well, I'm fat, I'm body positive. It's like you're hijacking it. It's garbage. Very slick, but easy to catch.
Bad idea. believe people who are victims of oppression and like rape and sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse, rape, and oppression. It's just the same thing. Same thing. Now, we talk about front hole. Which hole are we talking about here? Because, I mean, details matter. We just discussed it. Details matter. I want to know you got to specify the hole. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to learn here. I'm trying to learn. This is my struggle session. I'm learning, trying to undo my phobias. I'm afraid. I'm fearful.
But that's led us to a particular situation where a lot of TERFs, a lot of transphobic feminists in Germany say, I'm a victim of sexual assault. Therefore, I can't be in...
I gotta explain this. TERFs, trans exclusionary radical feminism? Right? I think that's what it is.
A fitness studio or a sauna with a trans woman who has a penis. Because a man raped me, this trans woman is somehow with a trans woman who has a penis. I'm a victim of sexual assault. Therefore, I can't be in a fitness studio or a sauna with a trans woman who has a penis.
Oh, this sucks. This fucking sucks. A trans woman with a penis. That's a man, dude. A man. Yeah, a man should not be in private women's spaces. But of course, they can't have both things at the same time because they want to eradicate women. They hate women, but they're trying to get you to believe that they don't hate women. And then women are just going to get eradicated. So the whole grift is like they're trying to erase women because they hate women. Most women hate other women. And they just burn themselves down. Like these feminist retards, they just burn their shit to the ground. So they're destroying women and what actual women are. They're destroying femininity. But they use the term feminism. Again, the grift. It's the manipulation of language. It's feminism. It's pro-woman. No, it's not. This wave of feminism is just eradicating women. You want men to compete against women because, well, they identify as a woman. You don't fucking like women. You hate women. You want men to take over. I'll put on a dress and win a fucking 5K. Pfft, cake. Let's go. I'll be in the Olympics, dude. I'll place. I don't care. Give me a sport. Put me in the fucking Olympics. I'll place against anyone. Not literally. But I'd beat someone. You know I'd fucking beat. I mean, I'd easily. I'll never even train for it. Give me something. Give me like shot put or some fucking thing. Give me hammer throw or something. Just teach me like 10 minutes before we do it, and I'll beat. I don't know. I'll probably get a medal. All right, let's continue.
Because a man raped me, this trans woman is somehow triggering to me, and the fact that
it's a man. It's not a trans woman. It's a man. I got raped. So this man hanging dong in the sauna with me makes me feel uncomfortable. It's a man. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Yeah.
View that as a rational political position and not a disturbing trauma response from someone who desperately needs therapy for sexual assault is something that I think is honestly a failure of these sorts of liberal politics where it's like,
that's a funny term. No, shut the fuck up. A failure of liberal politics. That's a fucking quote.
Is honestly a failure of these sorts of liberal politics where it's like,
these sorts? You could just take out these sorts. It's a failure of liberal politics is a cancer. It's a scourge in our society. These types of liberal politics. No. Period. Fucking idiots.
I am this, therefore you must do this, has led to this particular situation. I can understand why someone might be afraid, but
it's like my neck.
I try to not make my trauma other people's problem.
I've been listening to a minute. There's a whole podcast of you making your trauma everyone's problem. This sounds like that's all you're doing. I try not to make my trauma other people's problem. Well, when a trans woman with a penis comes in, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, are you afraid that the trans woman with the penis is going to touch your front hole? Oh, no.
I don't think if a woman was raped by a lesbian, that gives other people's problem. I don't think if a woman was raped by a lesbian, that gives her the right to say, I don't want lesbians in my space. It would be like, shut up. Like, why do you think that you experiencing something means that you get to discriminate? And I think when we allow those narratives to take hold, then they sort of embolden stereotypes. Like I know with the trans woman, the penis thing, there's this idea that like trans women have like hairy, fucking huge horse cocks and stuff that are.
I'm glad we played the whole thing. This is getting interesting. I would have said at the beginning, if you said, what's a phrase you don't expect in this? I think horsecock would have been pretty close to the top. I mean, I guess there's other things I probably would have guessed, but horsecock, I did not expect that to come out. So let's listen to that again. Anytime we hear horsecock, like I'm ready. Let's go. This whole show is built around penis. All right, we're balls deep right now. So you're going to talk about horsecock. I'm all ears. Let's go. Let's go.
And the penis thing, there's this idea that like trans women have like hairy, fucking huge horse cocks and stuff that are swords that they're using to kill people.
I should have played the whole thing. I wouldn't have said horsecock swords that are killing people. I imagine all these like. I want to hear that again.
Thing. There's this idea that like trans women have like hairy, fucking huge horse cocks and stuff that are swords that they're using to kill people. The feminine penis is much different than the masculine penis. When we allow.
This house is a fucking prison on planet bullshit. In the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks.
I work with retards.
Now what do you say if we form a new club and call it the He-Man Woman Haters Club?
Bro.
Fucking huge horse cocks and stuff that are swords that they.
I can't. You're listening to this podcast. You subscribed. You must hear it one more time.
Fucking huge horse cocks and.
This podcast is off the rails again.
Yeah, that like trans women have like hairy, fucking huge horse cocks.
Again.
And, like hairy, fucking huge horse cocks.
Again.
And, like hairy, fucking huge horse cocks. Fucking huge horse cocks and fucking huge horse cocks.
Volume
and stuff
up,
that
bitches.
Are
volume
fucking
up.
Huge horse cocks. Fucking huge horse cock. Fucking huge horse cocks and stuff. Fucking huge horse cocks and stuff that are swords that they're using to kill people. The feminine penis is much different than the masculine penis. When we allow trauma to take hold of a conversation, it distorts it because that's what trauma does. It's very disturbing and
it's irrational, right?
It's irrational, and somehow that's been allowed in Germany to be normalized. And I think that's maybe it's a good note to end on. It's
Hitler is rolling in his bunker right now. Fucking Germany. Is that where this is going down? Is that what we're talking about? Is this a German podcast? Yeah. What is going on over there? Oh my goodness. Oh, holy shit. Bro. That is un soundboard. Is a fancy soundboard. It's a beautiful thing. That huge fucking horsecock that the world never zooms in on. Right?
Your soft, flat triangle that the world never zooms in on.
I want that fucking hairy horsecock that is used as a sword to kill people. You know what? I wasn't into the whole, Claude code and I wasn't into the whole vibe coding. But now I'm going to. Now I'm going to vibe code an app where you have, how about this? I'm going to vibe code a video game where you have a trans, aka a man, using his hairy horsecock as a sword to kill other trans people or something. Yeah, it's going to be like I don't know. We'll call it like field day, because all the trans shooters or something like that, you go in there instead of a gun. Not that you want to shoot up a school or something like that, but you're just swinging a dick. You know, make it kind of like a Zelda, right? Dun, 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 dun. Look at my hairy horse cock. Look at my balls. I'll kill you with my penis sword. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Helicopter, helicopter. What a crazy video. Oh, I forgot. Let's play where's the horse cock thing? That's good. That was good stuff. Ah, very nice. Where's that? Believe women.
Where after a few years of the Me Too movement.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
What is a best
Jesus.
move
Shut
to
up.
silence a woman?
Huge horse cocks and
I went right to the place. Fucking huge.
Fucking huge horse cocks and stuff that have like hairy fucking huge horse cocks and stuff that are swords that they're using to kill people.
All right. All right. That went a direction I did not expect. And I'm not upset. Swole card time, fam. Holy shit. I don't know what that says about any of us, because I will say that ever since I started playing that horsecock video, and even despite playing it on loop, we actually had more people tuning in to watch. No one left. You all just took every single horsecock. Every time I hit horsecock, we actually gained on the show. Everyone's like, "Ooh, I just came back. Hairy horsecock as swords? I'm intrigued." Well, you have a hairy horsecock. What about the front hole? I'm confused. Explain it to me, Papa. A shirt idea? A shirt idea. A shirt idea. Because that's not an obscure quote. Just horsecock. I really want to put that back on the screen and play it again, but I won't. But I really want to. I really want to. Instead, we're going to talk about some of the new fucking shit we got over at pompasfolio.com. It's a conversation starter. It is. Oh, look at AA Ron. Isn't he pretty? Oh, he's got 2 reviews. Look at Aaron. Quarity Riffing Center and Ice I Curl Every Day. Oh, look at AA Ron. What a patootie. What a cute patootie. We got new merch releases. And guess what? Not only do we have the GTT FG definition shirt, we got car magnets.
Yeah, bitch! Magnets! Oh!
We got magnets. We also, hey, see, we got, where was magnets? Do we got magnets? Yeah, we got magnets. And of course, we also have tapestries.
There are tapestries.
We have many tapestries.
I just got to find a good soundboard for mugs, for stickers, for phone cases. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I need soundboards for every single product. That's what's starting to happen. So someone asked, what, do we have a 7 pillars tapestry? We should. Is it too long? There's no 7 pillars? No. Okay. So I don't think it's up. The thing is, like I mentioned before, we have a lot of tapestries up, but we're going to add that. I thought we had that already. So we're going to get that 7 pillar. Yeah, it's not there. It's not there. I don't see it, but we will have it. Super easy to do. I think like I always say, because we have so many, when we do a new design, first off with a different, let's just go back to it for a second and then we'll do the Swole card. Hashtag Summer Swole, by the way. So what we're going to do is, or what we have, as you can see, sometimes we have the vertical and we have the horizontal. So with all the designs we have up, as you can see, it fills out. Sometimes the flags, the shape for certain designs isn't as ideal. So the tapestries really does fill it out. And when we do a new design, I've mentioned this briefly before, but when we load up a design, it's not just the tapestry that we load up. So, obviously the 7 pillars is a classic old school design, one of our earliest ones. But when we upload, we have every different size, every different color, and we have like every different color and every different size of a hoodie. And then we have every different color, every different size of a premium tank, every different color, every different size of a regular tank, every different color, every different size of a, loose crop top of every single one, mugs, this. So we have limits with what we can upload. And because we upload things all the time and every week, sometimes we're limited with like how many things. Cause I think we have up to like, because of like the CRM, we have up to like 1,000 different varieties we can upload in a day, which actually doesn't go as far as you would think with how much we release. So we do like 2 pieces of merch because we have phone cases and everything else. Sometimes it taps out and then we forget and then we jump to the new releases and whatever. But if you guys see anything, and this is what's cool, if you guys see anything like on the show, or, hey, I didn't see this in a phone case, or, hey, you don't have this in a mug, or what Sterling was saying, hey, you don't have this in a tapestry, just shout out, let us know, because we have like how many designs? Hundreds? We have so many fucking designs. Easy for a new product because tapestries are relatively new. Easy for something to slip through the cracks and easy to add to. So thank you for the reminder. We should have that. We have a Swole fam flag. Forget the basics. Let's see. Hold on a second. We'll get that. The GTTFG one looks great. All these look great. They look great on tapestries. So anyway, it might even be up before we're done, but it'll be up today. Okay, Swole card. Summer Swole, and then we have a throwback. Here we go. Falcon. Falcon. There you go. Thank you. Summer Swole. Pinkston. Licking that puss. Get that front hole, baby girl. Get that front hole. Yeah, she's getting it. She's getting it. She knows about that front hole. Watch out for that horse cock. The horse cock sword. Horse cock sword. It's going to get you. It's going to get you. Summer Swole. Today's Schwinner is Loretta. Congratulations, Loretta. Oh.
Congratulations!
Ayo. Ayo. Loretta's getting swole in the summer. Summer Swole. Send us an email, support@swolenormous.com, swolecard 3631 in the subject, your mailing address in the body. The email, we do have a new batch of Swole cards that are going to be going out soon. You'll probably get them in a week or two. So we got a big batch. Big batch. I know. Big batch. Big batch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at these cards. We do them in batches. Look at these cards. Where we got here? Ooh, we got Swole cards. Oh, Pinkston's up. We got Swole cards. Oh, sweet girl. And they just got cleaned today. She just got cleaned. You want to say hi to everyone? Yes, good girl. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Super big. Oh, yes. Oh, look at this. You hold her like this, and then you just get to rub the belly with your thumb. See? See? Look. It's easy belly rub. You like that? It's nice. Ah, you smell so good. You smell so good. Look at Pinkston Churchill. Look at the church. Look how cute she is. I love you. I love you. Yes. Kisses? Put your hand up for kisses. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. She's so cute. She's so cute. And her little ears go down. They don't go, they go up other times, but like for right now, for some reason on the show, she always puts them down. I get to chew your jumbles. I get to nibble on you. And what's cool about the belly is you can just pivot, right? I usually hold her like this. I can just go like this. I drop my elbow and then swing it up. And then you get right into the belly. All right. You good girl. She loves head kisses. She's so cute. Pretty girl. All right, we're going to go potty. We're going to go pee outside. Tainty Man's like, I don't give a shit about any of this. Jealous. Oh, you good girl. Good girl. All right, what else were we going to say? Let's see. Pinkston Churchill, Loretta won the Swole card. Throwback. Let's do it.
What's in the box?
Visibly fat influencers who are preaching body positivity are being met with a ton of backlash, right? They're being met with, you're promoting obesity, you are promoting an unhealthy lifestyle, you're just lazy, you just want to be body positive so you don't have to work hard. Whereas thinner influencers who, maybe when they sit down, they have a few rolls, or they have to use arrows to point out their cellulite or their one little dimple.
What are you, retarded?
To show their imperfections. When they preach body positivity, it's seen as such a noble, brave thing because they already live in a body that is more accepted by society.
Yep, that's it.
So what's happened to the body positivity movement is that now we have moved from fat liberation and fat activism and fat acceptance to, okay, now we're body positive, but we can only be body positive if you look like you're healthy or if you look like you fit into the standards of what society deems as healthy.
What the hell are you talking about?
Body positivity has nothing to do with being fat. Body positivity is you're a burn victim, or you have one limb, or you have big eyes, things that you can't choose. We did that yesterday, didn't we? Apologize if that was done. Some bunch of sloppy errors. That's not being checked properly. We'll do another one. I'm going to pick another one because that, I believe, I don't know, they're also stupid. I think we did that literally yesterday. Do another one.
I just read a headline and it said that the Supreme Court is upholding Trump's ban on transgender people.
Trump, as the commander-in-chief, is the head of the military, so he can dictate. Simple. That's it. These people don't understand how government works.
In the military. And I have a question. Actually, I have a proposition.
That is an impressive five-head, I will say.
If one person can come in the comments and tell me what is so scary.
Oh, I love this meme. People. It's not about being scary. It's about having a mental disorder.
But it has to be a valid reason, okay? And I'll give you an example of a valid reason. I think you could ban bears from the military, okay?
Matt Damon.
All right, we got another one. We're doing a triple today.
What's in the box?
We got one more. I think this is a new one.
I just went to the doctor. I have like these moles all over my body.
Yummy!
I should probably get them checked out. I go in to see the doctor and I tell him, moles.
Oh, and he's like, wow, you have 9 chins.
Have you lost or gained any weight?
Mole.
No, I don't weigh myself. Have history with eating disorders. He's straight up yeah, you should lose weight. And it didn't even faze me. Back in the day, that would have stung. But I think I've done so much work.
Eating Twinkies isn't work.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
It's still really shitty for a medical professional to be asking, what am I eating? How much
Fucking epic crash out. Fam, I'm done. This went way longer than I wanted. It is, I think it was just the horse cock that took it that far. I need to end the show. I need to grab that soundboard because I need to hear that a lot. And I need to hear that in tomorrow's show. So I'm going to get the soundboard. Watch out for those hairy horse cocks that are just slaying people with front holes everywhere. It's a wild world out there. I don't know what to tell you. Watch out for those horse cocks. They're huge. They're huge. They're everywhere. Quite frankly, you just have to watch out for the horse cock. I have a horse cock. Not many people have horse cocks, but I have a horse cock. No one wants to see my horse cock. They want to see Jeffrey Epstein's horse cock, but I don't even know him. I don't know him. I never saw his horse cock, but I've read the papers. It's crazy. It's wild stuff. But no one wants to see my horse cock. I just don't understand it, quite frankly. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, Deuce McGoose. Yeah, boy. Papa Swolio. Out. SummerSwole.com. Join the fam today.
crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans, I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Ay, yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.